What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash video. So, for anybody who has been paying attention to Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, which I'm pretty sure is anybody who's watching this video, it's been announced that we will be getting the Shibuya Incident DLC in the game. With that, I decided to do what I always do with this game, is make a wish list video of characters and things I expect from the DLC. Mainly, I'll be focusing on characters in this video. And I'll also be discussing like the free characters that I think we're going to get with the update, because they said that we're getting 3 more free characters. I'll get that out the way real quick. The 3 free characters that I think we're going to get is Miwa, Noritoshi Kamo, and Mekamaru, finishing off the final Kyoto students. Now, some people might disagree, but the reason why I think that we're going to get the Kyoto students, I think that they were supposed to be base roster, but due to having to push the game out and timing and everything like that, they just couldn't make it, and they were already concepts that were in work. That might be part of the reason why we're getting them for free. And if you think about it, it only makes sense that they would be the final 3 characters, seeing how we already have 3 out of 6 of the Kyoto students, making it only 3 left. It just kind of adds up to me. But if you disagree, let me know which 3 free characters you think will be coming into the game. Alright, so now we're going to get on to the meat and bones of the video, the Shibuya DLC. So for the Shibuya DLC, there's about 7 characters I can say that I feel like have a 90% chance of making it into the DLC. Now, I'm not saying all 7 of these characters will be in the DLC, but I'm saying out of these 7 characters, I think that they have the highest chance of making it. And then I'll give you 3 characters who I don't think will make it, but it would be nice if they were to make it. And then I'll try to give y'all some stages that we could potentially get and some cosmetics. I'll be honest, cosmetics, y'all gonna have to let me know about the cosmetics that y'all think. I'm not really the cosmetics guy. I'm just more the character speculation guy. But I'm gonna quickly just run down some DLC characters first that I think we're gonna get. So initially, the first DLC character that I thought we were gonna get was Mekamaru, but seeing how I think he'll be a free DLC, I won't count him as a Shibuya character, but I think we might get an alternate outfit for him from the Shibuya DLC. But the first character that I think that we'll get now is Mei. I think Mei is a perfect addition to the game, especially because she's a character through season 1. We thought that she was more so like a scout sensory kind of character, but season 2 properly introduces her in a way that showcases more abilities and how strong she actually is and useful she is throughout the Jujutsu Kaisen series. And they can utilize her axe hammer as well as her crows, and probably throw in some Ui, or however you say his name, teleportation techniques inside as well, to make her a little bit more diverse as far as her moves and combat. The next DLC character I think we're going to get is a character that everyone's been wanting and waiting for, Choso. Again, Choso plays a big part in Shibuya as well as following after. Not only that, he's also one of the fan favorites right now. And some people might say, oh, well, if Noritoshi Kamo is going to be in the game, we don't need Choso. Or if Choso is going to be in the game, we don't need Noritoshi Kamo. I disagree. Even though they both use blood techniques, yeah, Choso showcases more higher techniques with his blood, but Noritoshi Kamo also showcases his own kind of things, which can separate the two while also still having them fit into the atmosphere of the game. The third character, who I'm 99% sure is going to be included in this DLC, is Dagon. Not only is he a character with a cool design who's been in the series since the beginning, but adding Dagon to the game would complete the disaster curses inside the game. And also, I know it might sound like I'm on repeat, but he plays a big part in Shibuya. Our next character I think is going to be included into it now will be Tozenin, the head of the Zenin clan, with a unique curse technique that I think will be extremely dope inside this game. And we do know that he is strong because even inside of his domain, Dagon had to focus 70% of his power onto this one person. He also, I think, will have an extremely cool design that can fit into the game that'll make him extremely unique out of everybody inside the roster. Our next character who I think could be included inside this DLC is Ino, aka Shiesty Man himself. Ino's a character that get put on the back burner a lot, but Ino does have a lot of potential, seeing how Nanami himself views him so highly. And on top of that, he showcased a couple moves in Shibuya The only downfall he had was having an unfortunate event of having to go against Toji. And even though he doesn't play a major role in Shibuya, I think he is a character with his abilities, can just shed a little bit more light on the character. And look, they made Momo and Mai interesting, so I'm sure that they can make the Shiesty man interesting himself, right? But on to our next character, and this one is a controversial one. People been arguing me this one for like months now when I said this, but Maharaga. Now, some people might say, no, Maharaga, he's no different from any other Shikigami. Look, Maharaga is one of the only Shikigami that we see who operates by himself, who doesn't necessarily listen to his master. And even when, you know what, I'm not even gonna spoil anything else, but Maharaga has so much of a move list and things that they can pull from just from what we've seen in his one fight. But not only that, you gotta think this DLC is also gonna come with a story expansion, right? The story expansion for the most part is gonna have some of the best fight scenes in Shibuya. Sukuna and Maharaga is one of the biggest fights in the Shibuya incident. So off of that alone, we know that the fight is going to be included in the story mode, right? If the fight is going to be included in the story mode, that means Maharaga is going to have a model with a moveset and everything. So if he's going to already have a model and a moveset, why not make the character playable when there are a lot of people who have been requesting for that character? Like, it only makes sense that he's going to be inside the game. Some people might disagree, but that's honestly why I feel. And he will be a cool as hell character. He'll be a cool ass character to be inside multiplayer. Yeah, they would have to downscale him a lot, but I mean, it's fitting. And our final character, who I think will be, who I'm 90% sure is going to be included inside the DLC. Now, let me put some respect on his name. I got to say the full name, you know. Mahito's instant spirit body of distorted killing form will be our final person who I think will be included inside the DLC. Or at least 90% sure that this person will be inside the DLC, because it makes no sense. Like, if nobody else is on this list, right, and they just so happen to release a DLC with one character, which I don't think they will, but if they do that, this has to be the character. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really need to say more, but come on now. But outside of that, there are 3 characters who, I'll be honest, as the people nowadays say, I'm coping for. You know what I'm saying? The first one being Kenjaku. I don't think Kenjaku will be a character. I think at most Kenjaku will be a skin for Geto, because we don't really see much of Kenjaku throughout the Shibuya, at least his abilities and what he's actually able to do himself. We don't really see that in Shibuya. So I don't think they have enough to work off of right now to make him his own character. Our second character is Arumi. They showcase a lot of abilities and they have a unique curse technique, but it's a unique grounded kind of technique where the devs and the creators, they can, make a lot to go with the character. But again, we already see a lot from the character that they can work off of. But I don't think that they would be included in this DLC, unfortunately. But can always hope, right? Then our third character, Yuki. I don't even need to say more, just Yuki. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to say more. And those are all of the DLC characters that I can see us getting for the Shibuya DLC. Some maps that I can think of. I think the train station will be a map. I think Shibuya ground level will be a map. I think Shibuya rooftop will be a map. I'm not 100% sure about the rooftop. That's like the one that I'm least likely on. But the final map that I think we'll get. Now, I think that this will be a map. I don't think Dagon will have a domain expansion. As far as like changing the terrain, I think Dagon's domain might actually be a map. Now, the reason why I'm saying I think that this will be a map is because in the DLC announcement trailer for the hidden inventory, when they showcase Geto and Gojo's beach outfit, they show them at a beach area, but it's like a map. And from what it looked like, it didn't look like they were like already attacking. It looked like it was an intro, like a beginning of map intro. And as far as I know of, we haven't seen that map in game. It's not in story mode. It's not a regular map. So I think that they were sneakily hinting at that map being its own separate map. But who knows? I could be wrong and they might have just did that for the DLC preview and it might not be its own map. And as far as costumes, like I said earlier, I don't really know. Like, I'm not the costume guy. I think we'll probably get like Yuji with the scar on his face, probably getting Nanami with his sleeves rolled up, Nanami half burnt, Toji's reanimated outfit. And yeah, those I'll be honest, those are the outfits I could think of right now. And then, like I said earlier, Kenjaku Ghetto outfit. But that's all for this Shibuya DLC video. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Appreciate the love and the support that we've been getting on the channel in general. Last week, or at least last week of me recording this, I think I hit 500 subs, and now currently I'm sitting somewhere at 700. It's crazy, and I appreciate everybody for coming through. Appreciate the love and the support. I'll try to, keep on being on it as far as content. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all all in the next one. Later.